Let's be honest. Are you really trading with a plan, or are you just clicking buttons and hoping that it works out? If your trades feel more like rolling the dice than actually following a strategy, then this video is for you. So, first of all, let's define the difference. Gambling is acting on impulse, taking trades with no edge and kind of just relying on luck. And trading is actually executing a defined strategy with risk management, edge, and discipline. So remember this quote: a gambler wants to be right, and a trader wants to follow their plan. So there's 5 things that I'm going to share with you to help you really lay out whether you're following a trading plan, if you're a trader or if you're a gambler. So the first one, do you have a trading plan? So gambling, if you're gambling, then you are entering trades because it feels right. So if you find yourself saying things like, this looks good, or I think this is going to happen, or it feels like the market's going to go up, or I feel like it's weak and it's going to go down, then you're just entering trades because it feels right. A trader has rules. They have specific entry criteria. They have specific stop loss levels and take profit zones and position sizing and risk management strategies. So think about it this way. Can you explain your strategy to a 10-year-old? If not, if you don't have a specific strategy that you can chat about and like explain to someone, then maybe you're gambling and you don't actually have a strategy. Second thing to consider is, how do you handle losses? So gamblers, they chase trades. They revenge trade. They double down. Like if their position is starting to go down, then they'll add to a losing position so they can lower their position, or they're chasing losses, right? That's how gamblers react in trading. Traders, they accept losses as part of the game and they move on. They know that, let's say I have a 60% win rate. That's okay. 4 times out of 10, I'm going to lose, but that's okay because I know how to manage my risk and I know that the next set of trades are going to be wins and it'll all even out. Traders accept losses. And the third thing to consider is, are you tracking and journaling your trades? The gamblers, they don't track anything. They just remember that they had a really big winning day. They won a couple days ago, and who cares if they lost today? I don't know what my strategy was that actually helped me win that trade. I don't know why I lost this trade. I just made some money yesterday and I lost some money today. That's how gamblers treat the market. Traders, they journal every trade. That way they can have data to know what strategy is working, what strategy is not. How can I refine maybe my stop loss, or how can I squeeze a little bit more profit out of this trade? Or maybe what strategy is not getting me the most profit and where should I take my profit instead? They have specific data that they can learn from and improve on and refine in their trading. So if you're not reviewing your trades, you're not trading. You're just guessing. You're just gambling. The fourth thing to consider is, are you trading for thrill or for consistency? So gamblers, they trade for excitement and adrenaline. If you find yourself kind of getting like feeling jittery and excited and like anxious, if you're sitting there at your computer and there's green candles and red candles and it's going up and down, you feel like you're going to miss out on something, you're starting to get sweaty and you just click the button and there's dopamine and adrenaline, that is gambling. Traders, they trade to grow long-term capital through consistent decision making. They can sit there in front of the computer for hours and not take a trade because their game plan has not shown up yet. They're not anxious. They don't have FOMO. They don't fear that their strategy is not going to show up. They trade to be consistent and they're not basing it on adrenaline. So are you addicted to the action of the trading, or are you building this as a career and looking at it for long-term consistency? And then the fifth thing to consider is discipline versus impulsiveness. So do you wait for setups? Do you wait for your actual level to hit or your actual strategy to hit? Or are you taking trades out of boredom or because it feels right? Right? Gamblers are impulsive. Traders are patient. So less is more in trading. Think about quality over quantity. So, in closing, if you realize that you've been gambling, then good. That's the first step to changing it. So, what I would encourage you to do is this. First thing, write down your trading plan. I guess backtrack even before that. What is your game plan? If you don't have an actual trading plan that you can verbalize and explain to someone simply, like a 10-year-old who doesn't understand trading, if you don't have that, figure that out first. And then write it down. Write down your trading plan. And then track every trade for the next week. Actually journal it, write it down, write out how much you risked, what was your strategy, what was your emotion and your reasoning behind the trade, what were some of the confluences, and then what was your win rate. So journal every trade for the next week. Limit your trades per day by reducing overtrading. So to reduce overtrading. So give yourself a certain number of trades you can take per day. Maybe that's 2, maybe it's 5, whatever your strategy is. Give yourself a limit of trades to take per day so you reduce overtrading. And then lastly, just write a comment below. I want to know if you've ever caught yourself trading like a gambler. Let me know. Let me know if this was helpful. Click the like button, click subscribe so that we can be sharing more content like this with you in the future.